Hello everyone. Hope you all are doing great. So today we are here with another session of 3D modeling where we are using the Play-Doh to make something. So welcome to this session where I am going to make a vegetable and a fruit tray. Okay, which will be you will be seeing it very soon. We will be making vegetable and a fruit tray for you all. So we should see what all things do we require. The requirements kit, let us just quickly go through the requirements, my friends. The requirements is Play-Doh of different colors. The more colors you will have, the more vibrant and more beautiful your fruit and vegetable tray will come out to be. Then we need toothpick, pencil, a sharpened pencil, knife, the clay modeling knife, or a simple blunt knife or a ruler will also do. We are perfectly good with anything which is available with you. Okay, so basically we are using Play-Doh, pencil, knife, a blunt knife or a ruler. And what we are going to make, I am just going to show you. So let us move ahead and see what we are going to make. Yes, kids. So we all know fruits and vegetables are very healthy and very important. So we have this watermelon, a slice of watermelon, where you can even, if you, I have not used anything, you can use mustard seeds for the seeds of watermelon, but I have not used it. Then we have the pea pod with little small peas in it. Then we have a red chili, a green chili. You know, kids, we feel that we should not eat chilies, but they are very rich in vitamin C. Then we have the cherries. So you can see the cherries are here. Okay. The bunny's favorite, the carrot, a small apple, a strawberry, orange, and the king of fruits, mango. So we'll all make this, and we will also make a small tray or a basket, which I will show you. I have not made it right now because my fruits were a little bigger. This time we are going to make miniature small clay fruits, and then we'll make a tray also. So let me just quickly show you. First we are making those cherries. For the cherries we simply need the red color and the green color. So first we will be making fruits which are red in color. So I am making a cherry, which is quite simple, kids. Take a small piece of red color clay and just do the rounding. It should be in a little oval shape. And yes, we are through with one of our cherries. We'll make two cherries. Okay, just a rounding part and the cherries are ready. So I'm again going to show you how we have made the cherries. It's just a small part I've taken and I have done the rounding part. So this is how the cherry is made. Okay, the small cherry. Then we'll take little bit of green and very little thin amount of green color, and we'll just rotate it like this. Do this like this. Okay, this is little more. Take a little more and we'll divide it from between. So We'll divide it, we'll cut it, and we'll take this as the top. I am taking this as, we'll just press it here like this. We'll do the little rounding and we will stick it like this. Again, we'll stick it nicely here. Just take care of the rounding and move. So our two cherries are ready. Can you see? See, these are all very delicate. You need to handle them very nicely. Okay. So we have through with one of the set of fruits, that is the cherry. I am showing you again this one. What I have done, I have taken two red balls, little 3 portions of green, very little 3 portions of green, and I have just rotated it like this. Okay. When you are rotating, just take care that you are not rotating from the center. Otherwise, the center part will get very thin and the outer parts will be thick. Cut it from between and you will have 2 small stems for the cherries. This is for the bigger one. The top one, this one. Okay. Then we stick it nicely here. For sticking, just have to press it. So the clay really, the Play-Doh works really good. So you can use the other clay also. I have used the Play-Doh because it's easily available and kids can really manage this nicely. So this is our cherry is ready. Okay. So this is the way we will make the cherry. Now we'll make the strawberry. So I'm making all the things small, small, so that if you have less clay also, then also you can make it. Okay, we are doing the miniatures. Big one I have already showed you. So the big ones will be exactly the same way, the smaller ones we are doing. So small part of it and just press it like this. And then we'll make the green ones. Or you can do one thing, take a round like this, make a proper round like this. And just give a pinch from here. Okay, a small pinch will give it a shape of a strawberry. And here we will give little markations like this. Very, very thin. Then you have seen that the strawberry has got those thin. So with this knife help us to give us the look of a strawberry properly. So if you don't have this knife, you can use just a toothpick to give the shape. Okay, and we'll make the top of this. So for the top, what we'll do, a green part, we'll divide it and then we'll press it. Okay. Just press it like this. It will come out thin and you can divide it in 2 parts. The other one is also here. We'll put it like a cross. Can you see, kids? We have just put it like a cross here and given a little pinch like this. From that green part only, I have given a little pinch. Can you see? So it has got the Small thorns also like strawberry, and the strawberry is ready. So we have the cherry, we have the strawberry. I am again showing you how to make the strawberry. So we'll take a little round like this. Okay, we'll give a pinch, halka, very little pinch from here, and it is going to take the shape. Then we'll take the green, and then we can do the markations. It's anyway the same. You want to put the green part, it's fine. Otherwise, you can use this knife, this clay modeling knife, or you can use the toothpick to give the look to the strawberry of the thorns or the needles the strawberry has got on it. So this will give the shape. And then with the green, take very little green and start rotating it like this. It should be very thin, and press it. Okay, I have pressed it, and I wanted to divide it into it. It is divided in two parts, and on the strawberry, where I have again given a little tip of the strawberry here, and a cross I have made. This cross will help you to give the shape to the strawberry, and a pinch again. So your strawberry is ready, you can see, and again I am giving those needles. So every fruit, kids, I am telling you two times so that you can slowly and slowly see, and you can make it, because they are small and it really takes effort, and you have to be very careful when you are doing this. So just be careful and you will be able to do it. So we have the strawberry here, we have the cherry here. See, the strawberry is here, the cherry is here. Let us move ahead, and I will make an apple. So we have the apple now. We have taken a very small round like this. Again, we have made a ball. And after the ball, what we have done, we have given a bend here. Okay. Just take care that both the sides you have to give a bend. Okay. You can use this also to give the bend. And again from here. Just bend here, and it will give the shape of an. If you will give a deep bend, it will give you more shape of an apple. Okay. And then we will make the small stem. The stem is the same way. Give a bend here, and your apple is also ready. You want to give a leaf to the apple, you can just simply take a very thin round like this, just rotate it, and you just press it. After pressing, what you have to do, you have to give a shape of a leaf. And if you want to give little markations, you can give little markations as well. And we will stick it on our apple like this. See. Okay, so the apples are ready. I have made cherry, strawberry, and apple. Now I'm going to show you one more, because as I'm telling, I'm going to show you two times everything. So now I'm going to make an apples once more. Take a small round like this, make a small round. It should be a complete round, and you can give a pinch pressing here. Give a pressing here also. The moment you will give the pressing like this, the shape of the apple will come. With two pressings, a deep pressing on the top kid, just take care that where we have to give the stem, we have to give the pressing little bit more here, and the other side it's just a little bend, and it is going to give you the shape of an apple. Okay. Okay. And then we make the stem. For that, again, I have taken a green color thin round, and I have placed it like this, and you can stick it on this. For sticking, as I have told you earlier also, now also I'm telling that you don't have to stick with any glue. What you have to do is you just have to press it on it, and with your hand just give a little sticking like this. Hope it is visible to you. This way, yes. And now I'm going to make the leaf. Leaf is again pressing like this, giving a pinch from here. If you want to give the leaf little veins that leaves have, you can do it this way. And you can stick it. So we have 2 apples, 2 strawberries, and 2 cherries. Let us move ahead and quickly make a carrot and orange. So for the carrot and orange, what I am going to do, okay, we can make the watermelon also, watermelon and chili, as we are doing the red thing first. Let us just quickly complete the red fruits, the red, beautiful, colorful fruits first, and then we'll move ahead. Okay. So for this, now I am making right now, kids, I am making watermelon. Let us just quickly make it. What I have done like this. Then I have pressed it. Okay. You have to make a thick layer. You divide it. Press it like this. So when you can see it's not a single, there is a line in between. So we have to press it. Or what you can do is simply press it with a knife or a ruler, and this portion we will take inside. So this is the top part, and this is the part where we'll stick our green color. So for this we need a thick green color stem, or the covering, the layer of the outer part of the watermelon, and we'll stick it like this. We'll take little more. I feel we will take little more because I can see I cannot cover my whole watermelon slice. So just green color. Make a round. I have simply made a round like this, and then I have pressed it like this. As I told you, whenever you are rolling it, just take care that you are rolling from all sides. Not like this, not like this, not like this. It should be a complete round so that the thickness remains same throughout. Okay, I am doing it for the reason that the thickness remains same. Now we'll stick it on this. And the extra part we'll remove. Again, I have not used any glue. It is just and with a ruler you can just press it. Okay, I am right now using my hands to press it. You can use a ruler also to press it. So this is your slice of watermelon, and we'll just put the dots in between with the help of a toothpick or help of a pencil top. Just simply just by pressing a little bit, you will be able to do it. So this is our watermelon slice is ready. We'll make one more. So I've taken the red, I have pressed it like this, then I have pressed it like this. I made a circle, then I pressed it like this. Okay, and I folded it like this. Then join them together. This portion, just take care. This portion where you can see the division should go inside, where you will apply your green layer, the outer cover of the watermelon. Okay, again I am taking this green, little bit green. Kids, you have to take care that you put your clays back when you are not using them, because they get dry very fast. When you think they are dry, you can just apply little water in your hands and then rub it nicely, and it will come out nice. But still take care that they don't dry, because they dry very fast. Okay, now it is little thick because this time my slice of watermelon is more thin. So depending upon the size of your watermelon slice, we'll do the outer cover. I will remove the extras and I will give a bend here. So it's like done. So our watermelon slice is again ready. Just press it so that it gets stable. It gets stick to the green part, the red and the green part can stick to each other nicely. And again, with the help of the toothpick or a pencil, I am right now using a pencil. You can just give dot, dot, dots, and it will be ready. So our slice is also ready. So we have made everything 2-2. Now we will make a red chili and a green chili. Okay, so we'll make a red chili and a green chili, kids. Let us just quickly do it. So for the red chili, take a small round and just around like this, and you will start rotating this like this. Okay, now this time I am working from till the top, from the bottom. I am rotating because I want my chili to be thin from the bottom and thick from the top. So this is my chili. You will reduce it from here also, and you will give a bend like this. Okay, and a little round from here, and we make a top of this. For the top, what we are going to do, we are again going to take a small green, press it like this, and we press it like this from down. Okay, it's like this basically. So I want to give that shape here. Okay, so I have done it like this. So my red chili is also ready. It's very simple. It's quite easy. You can easily do it. Just little patience and following the techniques. It is quite easy. So now I am again making my red chili. One more, as I have told you, I'm making two sets. What I have done, I have taken a round ball like this. I have kept it here, and from one side, I have started rotating it. I'm rolling it over. Just see that it should be not very thin, not very thick. And the moment you get that rotation, you press it like this, a top bend from here. Okay, and just a little pinch from here so that it gives a look of a, because we don't want it to be very pointed or flat. We just want it a little bend here. So I have given a bend here, and again, take the green color, make a small round like this, and you can press it like this. You have to give a push, a little push here, because I want this to be flat. Okay, I want this to be flat, so our red chili is also ready. So this is red chili. We have made two. I am quickly going to make one more green chili for us. So again, what we are going to do, we are going to do a rounding thing like this, and again start pressing it from here. Give a bend here and a little bend, pressing here and giving a round shape. So your green chilies also, green chilies have this green top. So again, a very round stuff, kids, and press it from here like this, and you can stick it like this. So our green chili is also ready. Okay, we are making one more. So we make this. Our green chili is quite small in size with the red chili. Again, I have taken a round like this and start pressing it. Give a bend here, then a pressing like this, and so this is our chili is ready. I am giving this. You can even do like this. So your green chili can be made like this also. So the green chili is also ready. Now we'll make carrot. Okay, we'll make carrot. Even we are not making we are making carrot. Yes. So I'm making an orange carrot, kids. So I've taken a big piece of orange color. I will divide it into two, as we are making everything two, and we will just make a round like this. The same way as we have done with our chilies, the green chili, and we will start rotating it like this. So this time also we are rotating from one top and taking this part a little thick. If you feel it is too much thick, you can increase the size of your carrot, or you can reduce the extra part, which I am going to reduce as I'm feeling my carrot is too long. So I have reduced this. With the knife, you can give few bends here so that it looks like it has got hairs on it. We have little hair on carrot. Okay. And then we will make the top of this. So again, take little green color. Press it like this. Take little more because we are making 2 to 3. Okay. Thin, thin, thin. We can reduce it. We want thin ones. And we will divide it into 3 parts. So I'm taking the blunt side. Take care that you take the blunt side. Okay. And we'll stick it in this. I have pressed it like this. So our carrot is also ready. Okay. So we have the carrot. We are going to make one more carrot. Just press it like this, thin from the bottom and little thick from the top. Give it a little bend from here. With the knife, you can give like this also. We just want little wrinkles, maybe any way you want to give. Just very little. Okay. And then the green part. Now this time we are going to make thin ones because our carrot is very small. So I shown you the bigger sizes. I've shown you the medium sizes also. Just according to the clay you have, you can do it accordingly. That's completely fine. Okay, so the carrot is also ready. Now we have the orange and we have mango, and we are making peel also. So for orange, you can take little red, little orange, and very little tinge of yellow. And you can mix and match them. So for mixing, you can just do it this way. Properly mix it. Okay. So by this way, you will be able to give that orangish tinge that the yellowish tinge, you can give it to the orange. I'm taking little more yellow because my yellow is not visible. And I have given that mixing nicely. For mixing, you can just press it nicely. And see, the orange is ready. It's just the round like this. And we are taking little brown to give the stem. Very little brown. Here like this. Okay, and the leaves. For the leaves, again, I'm using this only. I will divide it in 2 parts and I will press it. I have pressed it, kids, like this. Okay. Now you can give those small dots that the orange have. Very, very small, small. and the orange is ready. So we'll make the other orange. Same way as I'm using the leftover yellow and orange clay, giving a round like this properly. Taking little brown color, giving the stem to it. And the leaf, for the leaf I have taken very thin green color and pressed it. And I have sticked it like this. Okay, dots with the help of pencil top or toothpick, anything will do. And our orange is also ready. We'll quickly make mango. Okay, and then we'll make the peas, and then we'll make the tray. Okay, for the mango again, what do you have to do? You have to take a small portion of yellow color. If you want to add little orange or red to it, that's completely fine. So I'm showing you in one of the mangoes, I'm showing you the yellow red tinge. So for mixing the clays, you need to work like this. Okay. So this is our mango. What do you have to do? You have to give a pressing like this. Very thin. You have to just start doing it. Its mango is little tough because it is really difficult to give that shape, but still you will try and you will be able to do it. See, I'm giving a pinch here and a bend inside, giving a pinch here and a bend inside, and then I will give a rotation. Okay, so my mango is ready and I will make the leaf. Again, leaves are, I think by now the leaf part is quite clear. Very thin we need, okay, very thin. So this is the stem we have given to our mango, and 2 leaves we are going to use. For the leaves, you have to press it, and the moment you will press it, it will come out like this. So this one mango is also ready. We are going to do the other mango. This time in this yellow, I am going to add little orange. Okay. Again, I'm going to show you the mixing. So just take care that the orange part is not together, it is mixed properly. If you feel the orange is more, you can add little yellow to it. And again, we have made a round and we have start pressing it like this with a bend, a pressing from inside. Okay, you will give a rotation again. This pressing will give it a shape. This is little tough, kids, but you will be able to do it. A bend like this will give you a shape of mango. And by little rotation, so that it gives the round shape, you get a mango also. I will make the stem as I have shown you this way, and with little green, I will make the leaves. Leaves is very simple, very thin amount. Just press it like this and give a pinch here, and it is ready. So your mango is also ready. Now only thing we have left, we have more fruits. We will be trying to cover them up again. So it's a vegetable and a fruit basket. Now we are making those pea pods. So very thin, round, or you can do the rounding here. I am removing this extra clay. So this is the peas. Very simple. It's just the rounding for the pea part, for the peas inside, and we'll make the outer layer, outer covering of the peas. Round it like this and then press it. And this is the way it is ready. I am increasing its size so that we can stick it. Just do the rounding and then press it nicely, and then pull it apart. So you can see, and you can you can increase its size by this way. You can increase the size, okay, and just put your, so this is your pea. Again, I'm taking little more green. Do the rounding, press it nicely. A little bigger one I'm making to show you this time. Press it nicely like this, pull it like this, pull it like this, and stick it from here. Make as thin as possible, and then you can put your piece there, and it is ready. So we are through with right now this. Let us just quickly make our tray and put all our fruits in that. Okay. I hope you have got the instructions clearly till now. There is no confusion. Everything is clear. So we'll quickly make the tray, which I have not showed you, or I can say the basket. So for the basket, make a round like this. Pull a little part away, then make a round like this and press it. Press it like this. You have to press it. Yes. Even you can use the rolling pin if you have, and you can press it. Make it little bigger so that all your fruits can come inside. A little thin one, press it, and pull it apart and give a pinch like this. Then pull it apart and give a pinch like this. Then pull it apart and give a pinch like this. This extra part we can remove and wait. I have made it quite thin. We don't want to make it quite thin, otherwise it will be. And I'm showing you, try to make it on your hands, otherwise it will stick to your workstation. And give a pinch like this. Again a pinch like this. Again a pinch like this. Again a pinch like this. Okay. So our basket is ready. Press it so that it increases in size. Okay. And you can put your fruits here. You can increase the size of your basket also so that all your fruits are visible and you can put them together. So we have all our fruits here available. Few have fallen down. You can see. Okay. So our basket is ready. We can make a bigger basket for the ones which are left. Is take a round and You can press it, press it, press it, press it, press it, press it. Give a pinch like this, give a pinch like this, give a pinch here also, and give a pinch here also. Just take care that all your fruits can come in. So we have many fruits, a slice here, an apple, a carrot, a mango, a chili, and a strawberry. So you can see all our fruits are ready. Okay, basket you can increase, even you can make a plate also. You can make a plate also. Okay, I can just quickly show you a plate with this orange color. This is basically a dish you can make. Keeping it on this, and this will give your plate a look, and you can make a plate also like this. And you can put your fruit. So basket or plate, whatever you want, you can do it. And I hope you have And I hope, kids, you have enjoyed this session of fruit making in the basket as well as in the tray. Go slow, look at the clay available with you, and you will be able to make it. It really looks very pretty. Those miniature fruits and vegetables look really pretty. But remember one thing, if you make them, do eat them, because fruits and vegetables are healthy also. So do remember that whenever mama cooks vegetables and she gives you fruits to eat, always eat. Okay, it is very healthy. So till the time we meet next, keep experimenting with clay, do more and more activities, and we'll meet soon. Till then, take care, stay safe. Bye bye.